We are living through a human-made climate crisis. It is real, it is frightening, and at times overwhelming. But here's the truth. Humanity has always had one incredible superpower. We adapt. For centuries, we have adjusted to change, to struggle, to challenge. And now, in the face of the greatest crisis of our time, adaptation is what will define our future. Let me tell you a story. In the drought-prone Bundelkhand region of India lives a farmer named Kamlesh Kushwaha. Most farmers there rely on uncertain rainfall and traditional wells. When the deadly heat wave of 2024 struck, many farmers lost nearly half of their crops. But Kamlesh did something different. He thought ahead. He planted crops wisely, shifted his timings with the changing weather, and with government support, installed a solar-powered irrigation pump. That single decision changed everything. While others struggled, Kamlesh stood resilient. His story is not just about farming. It is about the human spirit. It shows us what is possible when people are given the tools, the support, and the courage to adapt. So what exactly is adaptation? Think of it like this. You step outside wearing a t-shirt for the heat. You also carry a water bottle, an umbrella for sudden rain, and a jacket for the evening chill. You might look a little silly, but you are ready for anything. That's adaptation. And here lies a powerful mantra. There can be no adaptation without development. Consider the Netherlands. Centuries of investment and planning have allowed the country to live with the sea, not fight it. Now consider Bangladesh. Millions live on the front line of climate change. Floods, cyclones, rising seas. Why the difference? Because while the Netherlands built wealth and resilience, Bangladesh's resources were stripped away through colonial exploitation. Economist Utsa Patnaik estimates that the British drained nearly $45 trillion from the Indian subcontinent. Imagine the schools, hospitals, and infrastructure that could have built. That loss is still felt today, limiting their ability to adapt. This injustice is repeated across the world. In Mozambique, in small island nations, places trapped in cycles of poverty and climate disaster. But don't think this is only about poor countries. Floods in Germany, wildfires in Australia and Canada, superstorms in the US, wealthy nations too, are paying the price. Billions are being lost because they never believed the crisis would reach them. And yet there is good news. For every dollar we spend on adaptation, we save $4 to $10 in disaster response later. The return on investment is undeniable, and around the world, brilliant solutions are already here. In Bangladesh, floating, farms rise with the floodwaters keeping food secure. In Asia, sponge cities like Kuala Lumpur and Shanghai are redesigning themselves with wetlands, green roofs, and porous pavements that absorb rain, cool neighborhoods, and clean the air. In Ethiopia, food aid is linked to building irrigation, reviving degraded land and conserving water. Immediate relief paired with long-term resilience. This is what adaptation looks like in action. So what must we do? First, governments must put resilience at the heart of their policies. We must phase out fossil fuels and work towards a global fossil fuel treaty. Wealthy nations, who caused most of this crisis, have a responsibility to support those who lack the resources to adapt. Second, each one of us has a role. You don't need to be a climatologist to make a difference. If you are a teacher, inspire the next generation. If you are an engineer, design solutions. If you are an artist, tell stories that move hearts and minds. Every profession, every skill, has an adaptation superpower. Climate change has brought uncertainty. It has brought unpredictability, but it has also brought us a choice. We can despair, or we can adapt. We can lose, or we can build. Together, with courage, creativity, and compassion, we can turn this crisis into an opportunity to create a safer, fairer, more hopeful future. Thank you.